Hi everyone, happy Sunday. Sorry, I haven't done a video for a couple of weeks. I've got continual problems with my shoulder, going on 15 weeks now, so no sleep every night. It's just exhausting. Anyway, so today I thought I would talk about sales, mainly because I've had some really good experiences with sales recently and some really, really bad experience of sales. So, and as a small business, it's really important to make sure that we retain our customers as much as possible. I think that we're always chasing the next customer, aren't we? But we need to make sure that we are retaining the ones that we've got as well. So just wanted to sort of go through all of my experience over the last how many years? It's like, I don't know, 40 years. Yeah, I know, it's a long time. So, yeah, so that's it really. So please subscribe because I'm going to do lots of different videos while I'm not able to sew and embroider. I'm not able to do events and markets, and there are things online, heartfelt-products.com. I'll put the link below. So if you are interested in things, then we do have a stock shop ready to go, which would be really handy to help me. Yeah, if you could subscribe, that would be excellent as well, because that will help if I can get my subscribers up and try and get monetized. I just don't want the business to suffer any more than it has through the accident. So anyway, I will, start on the sales process. Right, exciting. So a lot of people say, well, I can't sell, I know nothing about sales. But to be fair, we're all customers at the end of the day, and we all know like how we want to be treated, and it is really important to give a good experience. And I'm not saying that your customers are always right, because they're not, and there'll be times where, as long as you do your best to try and solve their issues, then they should appreciate that. It's about having integrity. And I started off in sales cold calling, lists, which really irritate me now. And I don't do that, because obviously we have to be careful with all the new laws and regulations in place. So I always find that making sure we quantify and qualify who we are selling to has a better outcome. All right, if you're ringing, I don't know, several thousand people a day, then you're going to get a few people interested. But are they really going to follow all the way through the process to purchase, or will they drop out halfway through? So for me, it's always validating customers, and who am I going to ring, and what are their needs, and I try and find that match for the products. So, and then know what I'm going to say to them, look them up online, check out, so that when you speak to them, it's not just a cold call. They actually know that you've invested some time in actually looking them up and knowing why you feel your products are right for them. And I always find that works really, really well. In fact, I do engineering sales for my partner, and for me, gaining really substantial good customers that's the way I've done it, and it's worked brilliantly. So I would say definitely look at that first. And then you've got your customers that, if you're doing markets and things, we've done a bit of research actually. So there's several of us on the stand who help me now, and fortunately they've not been available recently to do markets, and I've not been able to do them. But if we sit down and let people browse and sort of just say hello and just don't really interact with them, people won't stay, they'll disappear off. So there is kind of a happy medium with customers. So it's like, if they come up to the stand, it's hello, stand up, greet them, let them have a browse. Can I help you? What are you looking for? And we do a lot of dog products. So it's, do you have a dog? What type do you have? And we do actually give away a few freebies to new customers. So it's all about incentives as well, letting people see the quality of the products, And I think when you start a business, sometimes it's more about the little things you give away at the beginning to gain people's confidence in you as a business, because you need to build that integrity, how you handle your customers, how you resolve any problems. We've been quite lucky. I don't think we've, touch wood, have had any problems, but it's always how you address these issues with people, just as if like how we are. And I always feel that it's important with regards to face-to-face interactions. I know that recently, so these are some things I've experienced recently. I really haven't been happy. So there was one thing I wanted, and it was a big store, and I looked online, it said it was in stock. We went 6 miles over to get it. The salespeople, it was okay, 6 o'clock, but I always find that we sell the most of our products the last hour of trading. So never feel that, oh my goodness, it's come to the end of the day and I'm not selling anything, because the last hour people can panic and it can be quite busy. So I went in, the salespeople were all huddled in a corner chatting. I was looking around the shop, I couldn't see what I was after. And eventually, after about 15 minutes, somebody wandered over and said, oh, you're looking for something? And I told them, they went, no, we haven't got that, nobody wants it. And I said, but it's online, it says you've got it. No, we don't have it. We can order it for you. This was the Wednesday. We could get it in for the Friday. And I said, well, I really want it now. Anyway, I left it. I said, no, forget it. I wasn't very happy. They put me in a bad mood. And to be fair, if they put me in a good mood, I probably would have sat there and ordered it. Came home, looked online, and John Lewis had it £100 cheaper. No brainer. Ordered it from John Lewis. They lost a sale. And I do think that, I wonder, with these big stores and they're all closing down, how much the management teams are actually understanding what's happening in the sales and how customers are being treated. So I didn't really have a really good experience. And then I heard somebody else had gone there and they were greeted by somebody chewing gum. And they couldn't understand a word that they were being spoken to. So, and they actually had to say, can you take the gum out your mouth, please? And it's like, seriously? Anyway, we then had another experience. Oh my God. So my other half's had a really bad accident. And he's been on crutches and he's been immobile for a long time. And so, different accident. Really bad luck. So he came with me and we got driven because I can't drive. So we got somebody to drive us over again somewhere. And we had to go upstairs. And it was a big thing for him, but he wanted to come. And we sat down and there was no salesperson around at all. They saw us come in, there was no salesperson. There was another lady there, older lady with a walking stick. She'd got mobility problems. And I said, right, I'll go down to find somebody. So I went down to find somebody and they were all sat huddled in a corner again. And I said to them, is anyone available? And they said, yeah. So I said, well, will you come upstairs, please? I want to buy something. And they went, no. I couldn't believe it. And it's a high ticket item. It was over £1,000. Each time these have been high ticket items. So the lady said to me, I went back upstairs and I said, well, nobody's coming up. She said, well, I'm going to go. And I said, well, buy it online. I said, I can't. I've got to get it here. I said, so. She said, oh, I said, go to John Lewis. Price match things there. They're really good. And I'm not sponsored by John Lewis, by the way. Price match it online and go elsewhere and buy it. And she said, I think I'll do that, because she said, I'm not waiting here any longer. I don't feel respected or valued. Off she went. So lost that sale. So eventually somebody comes upstairs to deal with us. But and it was okay. We got it all done. But if I didn't have to be there, I'd have gone elsewhere again and that store would have lost money. And I'm thinking, why are these stores closing down? Do people understand? But this is where the small business niche is really good. Because if you're going to get people who are getting all these bad experiences, if you can give someone a really good experience, then, and they feel, you know, like they're really valued, you interact with them, you have a chat with them. I mean, we get people bringing their friends in. In fact, the other month, I should say, we had a customer saw something. He actually went home and got his wife. He drove all the way home, got his wife and brought her back in to buy something. So that is so special. I mean, that really is so special. And if you can grow on that, keep those customers, nurture those customers, it's fantastic. Look after the customers you've got. And then when you bring in new ones, look after them. And word of mouth is amazing. Word of mouth is a two-edged thing. If you like my experience, I mean, I tell everybody who locally I discuss the stalls, and people are like, oh, I'll get it online rather than go in there. So they're going to lose customers. But if they'd have given me a really good experience, they would have gained a load of customers. And so this word of mouth thing is so important to get right. And then there is the other side of things where I had such a good experience. I emailed a company, the Pretty Perfect. They do organisers planners. Because of this, I need to be even more organised and planned, because I've got physio, doctors, consultants. You know, I've got to try and get my business going for Christmas. I've got to find to pay people to do my stands. I've got to get the right people, because it's important to get the right people, as we know, for sales and interaction. So I spoke to the Pretty Perfect Planner company, and I did get a rather large, really lovely planner. These are out of stock now, but they'll be bringing them in at the end of the year, new ones. I definitely say, oh my goodness, the experience was wonderful. As I say, I got the last one of these. I emailed the company. It was on a Friday it was 5:30, because I thought that they're no way gonna email me back, and they did straight away, which I was just absolutely amazed by, which was amazing customer service on a Friday. And they said, oh yeah, we've got one left, and I managed to secure it. And they are brilliant. I mean, it really is the most amazing planner. And I've looked for ages for planners. I've years for a decent planner. So then they actually have online at the moment the Christmas planner, which is incredible. So I actually got more, because obviously I was looking. And so if you also really believe in a company, you see their trying, you really think, oh, that's really good of them, you know, you will buy more from them. So not only did I buy the Christmas planner, which is fantastic, all about Christmas and gift ideas and all sorts, and so much in there. But I then saw, and if you're doing social media, they've got a social media planner. Oh my goodness. So because I'm going to be doing social media for engineering as well as my own business, incredible. So they emailed me back. They said, you know, that's the last one. We can make sure that we put that direct for you to buy. But there's also the Christmas planner, social media planner. Are any of those things useful? I went back online. I looked. We were still emailing each other at gone 6 o'clock. At that point, I placed all the orders. I'd rather buy from a company. They're a British company. I'd rather buy from people who go the distance, really understand them, and really appreciate their customers. I felt valued, and I bought a lot from them, and that's so important. So I think that goes to prove that we know as customers how we want to be treated. We've also got an outlet village local to me, and it's lovely. We also sometimes we have markets there as well. Our customers know where we are, and yeah, it's when you go in there, they have the sales experience that everyone should learn by. Everyone should go there, and they should see how people sell, because they are amazing. You'll go into the stores, and they're all individual little shops, and everyone's, oh, hello, how are you today? You know, can I help you? Is there anything specifically you're looking for? And, you know, you have a little chat with them. They let you have a browse. Can I help you? Can I get that down off the shelf for you? Which, you know, if they see that you have a disability or mobility issue, or, you know, you're struggling, they will help you. I mean, it's a no-brainer when you think about it, but how many stores do you go into, and if there's something on the top shelf, you can't find anybody for love nor money in the store to get it down, so you don't buy it, do you? You walk out probably and think, oh, forget it, you know, it's too much effort. They help you, you know, they just make life so easy. They'll have a chair in the shop. If your other half needs to sit down, it's all come and sit down. They will talk to your other half as well, because they're little shops. They're invested in what they do. They love their customers. And because I go there quite regularly, they know me now. It's like, oh, hi, how you doing? How, you know, how are you progressing? What's happening? And it's just wonderful to go there. I just feel when I walk through the door, I just feel at home. I just feel everybody's there for the best of me. And I don't feel that very often these days. So yes, if we could possibly get all of those things back, then how wonderful would that be? The other thing that we do is we offer customization on all of our products. So we can also have that interaction with customers is, you know, what are you looking for? Would you like us to make something specially for you? Would you like something customized? And if they're local, we'll actually deliver it to the home, so they don't have to come in. So that's another little thing that we can offer, is local deliveries. So that's an extra touch as well. I really feel nailing the customer side of things is so important. There's so many customers out there that want to buy things, and their experiences, they don't want to go necessarily high street because they don't feel when they walk in that they are a valued customer. So I just feel that being able to go the distance and make them feel how I would want to feel as a customer is so important. And we do products that we like to feel spread smiles. You know, it's all about making things differently and selling them differently and going that distance for everyone. So yeah, so please put your comments below if you have got any hints and tips on customer service. And I would say that also if I get phone calls, because oh god, doesn't it drive you nuts? I mean, you get bombarded with emails from people that I get, recruitment companies that send me for jobs which, oh, I don't know, ridiculous jobs. Like, there's no way in a million years I'll be qualified for them, so why are they sending them to me? I think it's just to get their numbers up on sending out emails, so they send them to everybody, qualified or not. So one, I have to clear my emails down every morning. I also unsubscribe them. But for some reason I seem to still get more, which is really frustrating. Then you get the cold calls on your home phone or your office phone, you know, your landline. That's frustrating enough. And then you get them on your mobile as well. And I got 2 mobiles, so obviously I get inundated. I think most of my day is when I run to the phone and I grab the phone because I don't want to miss a call, and it's a cold call. And you're like, and I do actually challenge them. The other day I had one and he'd phoned me a couple of times within 5 minutes. I'd looked him up on Google. It said dangerous scam caller. And I don't answer the phone. And eventually it clicked in and he answered. And it was a Bristol call centre. And he said, oh, you know, I'm from Salford. And I went, you're a scam caller. He went, no, I'm not. I said, why are you ringing me then? Why are you ringing me? And he said, well, because I wanted to. I said, no, I said, I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. I said, you're online, you're coming up as a scam caller, so take me off your database. Otherwise, I'm going to report the call. And immediately, you know, I think at the moment, because money is tight, you know, there's so many scams out there, everybody has to be so careful. And even emails, scam emails are looking so good these days that I will never respond to anybody as a business on an email. that they send me, I will always go online and Google them, get their website, look at and go through the email address and phone number there. So, you know, because these people are just ridiculous at the level of how they approach you. So I think it makes a lot of customers as well very nervous because of all of this, and I completely understand it and I get it. So we don't email unless somebody signs up to a newsletter. There is one thing that I would do. So if you want to approach, say, wholesalers and you want to grow your business, I would actually say send them a letter. And I'm not saying bombard people with letters, because I don't agree, because obviously we've got an environmental policy, but you can get recycled paper, which is what we use. It's not great, I must admit, but you can put on there, because of our environmental policy, we are using recycled paper, but it could go in the bin. However, how much post do we get these days? So when you get post, I tend to look at it a bit more than what I used to, because I'm thinking, okay, well, most of the scamming, emailing stuff is online, on phones. They're cutting down the post because it costs some money. So anything that comes through the post might be more valid. And so I usually leave it. And obviously people can put it on their desk, leave it there and pick it up as and when and read it. So it might be an idea, first of all, to introduce yourself with a letter and post it, and then follow up with an email if you don't get a response, and obviously ring them. But it might be just a nice idea to send a letter, and it might stand out against the thousands of people who are bombarding everybody with emails, because I just go bin, 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 bin. So no, I don't want to see them. So they won't even get through. There's nothing on it. And you might get a few choice words if you use a phone to ring me and it's not somebody I'm expecting. But anyway, it's really, really good to know that there are really some solid companies out there, like the Pretty Perfect. And this is of September 24 when I've done this, and I say really good experience with them. And I think moving forward, I'm not sponsored. I think moving forwards, I will be putting any companies I have a good experience with, I will be mentioning, because it's really good to actually, just say thank you. It's just saying thank you, and that I've had a lovely experience with them. Yeah, but equally, there's so many out there that aren't. So yeah. Anyway, drop your comments below. Please subscribe. Hope this was helpful, and yeah, hopefully another video next week. I'm going to try and be consistent and post on a Sunday. Videos are easier for me obviously at the moment, but as soon as I can get and put more embroidery ones, we've got lots of videos from the past few months that we're kind of going to put together on embroidery and sewing, and so hopefully we'll be able to post those soon as well to keep the embroidery and sewing side going. But yeah, thank you so much. Sorry if I'm rambling. I am so tired and I just can't sleep. I probably get, 3 hours a night max, so I'm a bit, yeah. Anyway, there we go. Take care, everybody. Have a good week, and thanks for being patient with me today. Take care. Bye.